Shalom, Shalom, Yasharala. It's your brother Mashayak coming at y'all with an edifying video through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kakodah. Don't mind the noise in the background, I got my fan blowing. Nahum chapter 1. And like always, gonna read through it and read the notes that I took and definitions and same old like the other videos. So I pray that y'all brothers and sisters and myself are edified. So Nahum chapter 1 says 1 verse 1 says the burden of Nineveh, the book of the vision of Nahum the Elkoshite. Yahweh Bashim Shai is jealous, and Yahweh revengeth. Yahweh revengeth and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. And I got Psalms chapter 94 verse 1 to go with that. And I looked up what is jealous in the Paleo Hebrew, the last one Kodash, and it says it's Qana, Qana. Nahum chapter 1 verse 3 says Yahweh Bashim Shai is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. Yahweh Bashim Shai hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. And I've got Job chapter 9 verse 4 to go with that. I looked up what does acquit mean, and it means to declare someone innocent. And I also typed in the chat GPT, what does it mean the clouds are the dust of his feet? And it's a poetic way of saying Yahweh Bashim Shai is so great that what overwhelms us, mighty storm clouds, are nothing more than dust beneath his feet. So just going into how majestic and omnipotent and marvelous Yahweh Bashim Shai is, and his power that he has. Nahum chapter 1 verse 4 says, he rebuketh the sea and maketh it dry, and drieth up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. And I've got Psalm chapter 106 verse 9 to go with that. And I typed in the chat GPT, what does the flower of Lebanon languisheth mean? And it said, it's a symbol that no earthly strength, beauty, or abundance can stand when Yahweh Bashim Shai executes judgment. Alright, Nahum chapter 1 verse 5 says, the mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence, yea, the world and all that dwell therein. And I've got Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 24 to go with that. Nahum chapter 1 verse 6, who can stand before his indignation, and who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like a fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. And I got Psalm chapter 2 verse 12 to go with that. Nahum chapter 1 verse 7, Yahweh Bashim Shai is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. And that's going into the elect. And I got 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 19 to go with that. Nahum chapter 1 verse 8, but with the overrunning flood he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies. And I've got Proverbs chapter 4 verse 19 to go with that. Nahum chapter 1 verse 9, what do ye imagine against Yahweh Bashim Shai? He will make an utter end, affliction shall not rise up the second time. And I've got Proverbs chapter 21 verse 30 to go with that. Verse 10, for a while they be folding together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stubble fully dry. And I've got Isaiah chapter 9 verse 18 to go with that. And I typed into ChatGPT what does folding mean, and it says something that has been wrapped, bent, or enclosed upon itself. Verse 11. There is one come out of thee that imagineth evil against Yahweh Bashim al Shai, a wicked counselor. I don't have a precept to go with that. Verse 12, thus saith Yahweh Bashim al Shai, though they be quiet and likewise many, yet thus shall they be cut down, where he shall pass through. Though I have afflicted thee, I will afflict thee no more. And I've got Lamentations chapter 3, verses 31 to 32 to go with that. Nahum chapter 1, verse 13, for now will I break his yoke from off thee, and will burst thy bonds in sunder. And I've got Psalms chapter 107, verse 14 to go with that. And I looked up what sunder means, and it means to split apart. Verse 14, and Yahweh Bashim al Shai hath given a commandment concerning thee, that no more of thy name be sown out of the house of thy gods. Will cut off the graven image and the molten image. I will make thy grave, thou art vile. And I've got Leviticus chapter 26, verse 30 to go with that. And the last one, verse 15, behold, upon the mountains the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace. O Yahweh, Judah, keep thy solemn feasts, perform thy vows, for the wicked shall no more pass through thee. He is utterly cut off. And I've got Isaiah chapter 52, verse 7 to go with that. So with that, Yashara, I pray our brothers and sisters will edify with this lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakwadash, Shalom.